Everyone. Great to be here with you. My name is Sandra, and I'm with United Neighbors of the 35th Ward. We are an independent political organization that focuses most of our organizing in the 35th Ward. Chicago is divided into 50 districts, and so we have 50 city council people. Here we call them aldermen. We were founded in 2015 after the election of our alderman, Carlos Rosa. Our main objective as an organization is to base build in the 35th Ward. And so that looks really different from time to time. But our goal is to reach the poorest communities in our district and to inspire them and mobilize them into action. As Weber was saying, Chicago is dealing with a crisis right now where we are getting thousands and thousands of migrants bussed into our city from Republican Governor Greg Abbott, who is intentionally trying to harm our progressive movement and also highlight the really the failures of the Democratic Party, since we will have the Democratic National Convention in 2024 here in Chicago. This has caused a tremendous amount of division across different racial groups through new and old migrants. And also, across the poorest in the city. We are being told that there is not enough for everyone, that we have to pick and choose who to save. We have seen the rise of more conservative alder people trying to remove our status as a sanctuary city in hopes that that would stop the migrant buses from coming in, knowing full well that the only people who would be impacted from that are long-term immigrant communities who have been here for decades and who have built a home here, who have family here, who consider Chicago their home. And so we are in a moment of crisis where, our Black neighbors who have witnessed disinvestment and violence for decades are upset because they're being fed lies that new migrants are getting everything that they've always wanted, not knowing that they're sleeping in the same parks, the same police stations, the same abandoned lots that homeless residents who have been here are. They're using the same tents. They're relying on the same systems that have always been inadequate. While all this is happening, we just recently passed an ordinance called Bring Chicago Home, which would increase the real estate transfer tax, a one-time tax when you purchase a home, on homes over $1 million. And through that tax, we hope to increase funding for homeless housing. And while all this was going on, the very same people who were opposing the migrants, who were screaming, like we need to take care of our own here, those same alder people were the ones trying to block that ordinance. And so we see how narratives are being used to divide our community while they still continue to try and disinvest from us. And so UN 35, our goal is to change that narrative. We're up against media interests, and we know that we don't have the resources that they do. We don't have an extensive media program. We don't have any news sources that are on our side that are comparing the struggles between our new neighbors and our existing neighbors who have been suffering. And so as we continue on to the primary, we're hoping to um, continue to elect people who are not going to force us to pick and choose who we help, and rather call out the ways that our communities have always suffered, because people have chosen profit over the lives of the poor. And we will also be pushing for the referendum to bring Chicago home, to increase that tax in order for us to house our 68,000 unhoused people in Chicago. And so, yeah, I'm really happy to be here and to see the ways that so many people are working against this narrative that we live in a country that has scarcity, that we live in a country where it's okay to leave people out on the streets in the coldest nights, where it's okay to abandon communities and pit them against each other, and have them fighting for crumbs. So you all inspire me so much, and I'm so happy to be here with you all. Thank you.